Good day. Welcome to Light Embassy, taking His glory to the ends of the world. Today's devotional is captioned, He prospers you to help build the church. He prospers you to help build the church. And our theme scripture is taken from the book of Zechariah, chapter 1, verse 17. I'm reading from the KJV. It says, Cry yet, saying, Thus said the Lord of hosts, My cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. Again, cry yet, saying, Thus said the Lord of hosts. So God is speaking. Says, My cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. So God says that His city shall be spread abroad, scattered, and dispersed through the agency of prosperity. The old church used to say, The Lord will give us the riches of the Gentiles. He will give us the prosperity of the nations. Yes, the word says so, but to what end? They got this understanding from what Solomon said. He says that God gives to the sinner travail of soul to heap up, and he may take and give it to he whose ways are good before the Lord. So the word indeed says so, but to what end? See, as a Christian in your walk with God, always you have to ask yourself, what God gives to me is to what end? Not just about what He gives to you, but to what end, to what purpose. God shows His mind regarding Christian prosperity by the ways He dealt with Israel. These were typologies. Many times when you read the Bible, you find out that when God will plunder nations for Israel, He will ask back the prosperity to build His temple. So God shows His mind, and these were types and shadows, these were typologies. God doesn't prosper His children so to live in luxury. He doesn't prosper His children so to live in luxury. He doesn't prosper the church for ministers to have mansions and fleets of cars. Many times there are Christians who point fingers at pastors when they themselves are as guilty as them. Many Christians, they will point fingers at pastors who love filthy lucre, frauds, and you have every moral right to point fingers at them if you yourself are guiltless. But if you are as guilty as them, then you have no moral right to point fingers at pastors. Before you point a finger, make sure you are expending that prosperity rightly. Before you point a finger, make sure you are expending that prosperity rightly. Because God will hold that fraudster of a minister to account, but so will He do to you. The problem with some Christians is that because they labored for the money, they think they have more right to use it the way they want. You are wrong to reason that way. And if that is your thinking, you get hold of this devotion, please change your mindset, because you are wrong to reason that way. When you read 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7, God speaking through His servant Paul says, For who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou did not receive? So God asks us a question, that what do we have that we didn't receive? Is there even one thing, one possession that we can say we did not receive? That is the question God is asking you and I. Now, if thou did receive it, then He says, Why do thou glory as if thou had not been given it? So the moment you try to present a notion that because I labor for it, I have more right to determine how it's supposed to be expended, you are glorying in that which you have received. Because you receive it, receive it. What do we have that we didn't receive? Aren't there people who labor more than you but come home with nothing? So it's not about the labor. But there are many of us labor. You find people who labor more than you, but they come home with nothing. So it is not your labor, but the God who is good and kind. It's not the labor, but the God who is good and merciful. The God who is good and kind. Therefore, understand that you are as financially accountable as that froster of a minister. God prospers his children so to build his church. He says, through prosperity shall my cities be scattered abroad and dispersed. Through prosperity shall my cities be scattered abroad and dispersed. This is the purpose of Christian prosperity. That is to help advance the gospel. God bless you.